beats like a thunder's roar. Rubber burns and the engine soars. Rev bomb rides with a wild man's pride. The world can't keep up no matter how it tries. Rev bomb's motorbikes got a heart of steel. Wheels spinning faster than the fear we feel. Lights flash like fire in the dead of night. He's a rebel on wheels chasing freedom's light.
Evening all, welcome along. It's Friday Night Live. Yes, it's Wade here. And welcome along to the stream. Let's see who is on the channel tonight. It's Gus. Evening, Gus. Good to see you. Welcome along. It's a Friday Night Live stream with me, Wade. Yes, it's Wade Wilson. How you doing? Welcome along to the stream, everybody. And we're going to be talking about a few things. Bikes. Rev's going to be here shortly. But until then, you've got me talking about all things that are dead. No, you fools, it's bloody me, and this mask is killing my head. So, right, let's get this one off. Hello, it's me. Right, it's Rev. Different mask every week. All right, let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the weirdy stuff, and I can put my glasses on and see what I'm doing now, because I can't see a damn thing with that mask on. Oh, that was interesting for the first couple of minutes, wasn't it? Right. I'll tell you what, for $7.99 on Temu, that ain't a bad one. I did say to the missus I will wear the other mask next week, and she went, well, don't send that to the friends and the family chat because it's rubberized. Yes, I might wear that on Sunday when I go down with Andy. That'll annoy the children in the ward, won't it? Right, couple of things coming up this week. Evening to everybody. Anyway, so Gus is here. Evening, old Andy GSA Tractor is here as well. Evening, Andy. We're going to talk about the Sunday ride, and Mrs. GSA is here as well. Evening, Shell. Good to see you. Right, Sunday is the DMR run. I believe that they're meeting at the Hop Tap or something and then going on to the Watford Hospital to do some stuff for the kiddies. So we shall be joining in on that. I'm just waiting for Andy to text me all the details, but we'll be down for that one. Buster ADV is in. Evening. Oh, good to see you, Buster. Welcome along, mate. Anybody wants to jump in on the stream tonight, let's just copy that. There we go. Right, so the EV Mux link is up in the side there. It's also down there. If you want to come and jump in on the console tonight, you're very welcome to jump in on your camera, come and discuss. Andy's just saying it. Yeah, it looks bloody wet. Yeah, I feel it in my fingers, feel it in my toes. But if it's raining, it's for the kids. You know, what's the point of saying, we're not going to take anything down to the kiddies because it was raining. We're going to brave the rain. We'll go down. And if we get wet, we get wet, but it's all for a good cause, it's all for the kids at Christmas. So Hop Tap at 12, set off at 1. There we go, brilliant. I should probably be down there for about 11ish by the time I've got the bike all ready, fueled up and got down to you. I'll be probably down there for about 11, mate. Gus, I'm sick of all this rain. It's absolutely horrible. I am buffering. I don't know why, because my everything's all off. I've turned my VPN off, so I should be all right. Let me just have a quick... Oh, it's probably because I've got a couple of pages open. Right, there we go. Let's shut that one down. Lily's here as well. Evening, Lils. Good to see you. Welcome along. Now, talking of our Lils, Beans on Toast has got a new video up as well. So go and check out Beans on Toast. Lils already probably commented because she chats with him all the time. Crazy Dad Bikers here. Evening, mate. You good, Rev? I am good, mate. I am all good. Getting ready for Sunday. If you haven't seen the video that I put, everyone's been messaging me about this little interaction that I had with a certain van driver on Tuesday. Obviously, coming out of Dobby's Garden Centre where we shoot and do all the pictures, coming up the road, and he pulled straight out. If you haven't seen the video, it was close. I nearly shouted out, whoa, 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 but no, it was enough. I was on a 125, managed to get over, saw him coming, got myself out of the way. Had I been on the big bike, on the Triumph, then the pannier would have probably clipped the front of his van. But video was sent to the coppers. They have, obviously I can't say too much, but they've obviously messaged me back and said, although that you did say that he was on his phone, we can't get a clear picture. We need to see the phone lit up, the phone in his hand. All we see is a blur with him and his arm. He could be scratching his head. He could say on the video that he's scratching his head. But they are going to do a notice of intended prosecution for driving without due care and consideration or something like that. So, yeah, I did comment on the video that the thing is, if you go out and you have half a dozen beers, you get in your car, you're drunk, you are still looking forward. You're looking at the road, although you're all over the bloody show. If you're on your phone, your face is not looking where you're going. You're looking down here. You could do anything. So I reckon they should do literally just caught on your phone, phone in your hand, blah, 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 or you're looking down texting, instant ban. Just ban you for a year or get a 6-month ban for phone use. It costs you 10 quid for a hands-free kit. Most of the cars these days have got Bluetooth or they've got answer your phone. Well, you don't need to touch your phone and read a text message. But it's ridiculous. I think they should just ban phone use in cars. I don't use it on the bike. You know, imagine me going down the road looking at my phone going, oh, yeah, oh crap. So, yeah, ban phones. Evening, says Leanne. Leanne is here as well. Phone use in every car these days, yeah. You normally see it when you drive past. So, yeah, that was it. Due care and attention. That was the one I was thinking of, Gus. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, so it's due care and attention. So they sent me a thing saying that they are going to do an NIP, which is a notice of intended prosecution. Do I want to go to court? Damn right I would want to go to court and get him banned or get him fined, yeah. And that's a nice Merlot that I'm drinking tonight. The thing is, obviously, because I was having a nice little chat with the coppers, and I said to her, I said, you know, fair enough, it's me. I've done 40 years plus of riding. I know what I'm doing. I ride every day, at least 7 days a week at the moment. But I'm not a 16-year-old. It's not my first bike. I knew what to do. I saw the van out of the corner of my eye. He'd come over and I'm like, whoa, instant thing. And the brain kicked in without me even thinking. It was push the left peg, get the handlebar, and the bike just moved. I literally pushed down on the peg, moved the bike over, got position 2, position 1. Had it been a 16-year-old, they would have either panic braked and grabbed a handful of front brake, or they'd have tried to get out of the way, or just stayed dead straight, what they call it, where it's literally you get target fixation. It's like, oh my God, literally like a rabbit in the headlamps. It could have gone a lot of ways if it was a younger rider. And I said it was more the younger riders that I am worried about. You know, fair enough, I'm old and getting past my shelf life. But, you know, if that kid was going along a little bit more than the 30 mile an hour, that had wiped him out. And that van driver wouldn't have given a rat's arse about him. So, yes, I do want him prosecuted. And it's absolutely mad. Ban you from having a phone for 18 months in a row. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. Mika on roll. Randomly saw your live after watching some test ride videos. What's a good moped that will hit 60? That is used around 1.5 or under. Searching for the impossible. Am I searching for the impossible? Most good mopeds, 125, will hit that 55, 60 mile an hour. There's a lot of new bikes out there that are really good. So AJS have got some good ones out. Lexmoto, you know, the Hondas, the Forza is probably one of the best scooters around. Geared bikes will do 55, 60. What we normally say, if you want to go more than 60, get yourself a bigger bike, do your Mod 1, Mod 2. But a lot of the big brand bikes, like the Honda Forzas, the NSS, they're all pretty darn good bikes. Or if you want to go on the cheap, stick with something from like AJS, Lexmoto, Sim are another good brand. So just shop around. If you are looking for second hand, obviously take someone that is a biker with you. Don't just go and have a look at it and go, oh yeah, the engine's running, I'll take that. You could be buying somebody else's problem. Andy's got a nice little 125. Our Andy GSA tractor, he's got a lovely little 125 for sale. They're pretty darn good. Simjet 14, very good bike. Jet RX, yeah, decent bit. There we go. Aprilia Vosges, yeah. Only turned 18 recently. There we go. So, yeah. Andy's just said, take the bus, save your street cred. Thanks, Andy. But yeah, Lex Motor 125s, AJS, Sim, they're all pretty good. It was just saying, there we go. It's not his bike, it's his son's. Andy's got a nice little WK for sale. WKs are all right, but obviously getting hold of the parts for them is a bit of a nightmare at the moment. But stick with a good brand. It depends on your budget. If you've got up to sort of £2,500, get yourself a budget scooter, Lex Moto, AJS, something cheap and second hand. If you want to stay on a 125, then look at the big brand bikes. Look at something like from Yamaha or Honda. Kawasaki's do a nice little 125. Howie's just said, yeah, 50s are restricted to 30. But some of the two-stroke Aprilias are still around at the moment. There's a lot of little two-strokers around that are obviously pre-1990s that will do a lot more than 30. But you've got to be very careful because the license for 16 states that your maximum speed should be 28 miles per hour. And you get all these 16-year-olds, I want to go faster, I want to go faster. The only way you're going to get your bike to go faster is to put heavier rollers in it or upgrade the ECU on it, chip up the ECU. Mika's just said, all right, thanks. Insurance is 140. Yeah, you will get absolutely hammered for the first couple of years on your bike insurance. Then it will start going down. You need to get at least a couple of years under your belt. Strange Route Bikers here. Evening, buddy. Good to see you. And, of course, our Jules. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Jules, GB Patriot, in fact, down in the corner, you can see that photo. That's his LML. Two-stroke. He sent a little video up to YouTube this week. I've done a short of that LML running. You could almost smell the screen. Great little bike, that LML. Yeah, go downhill, it'll speed up. There we go. But yeah, if you need any advice, then obviously, if anybody does need any advice, the channel, my main channel's down there. So there's the website, redbomb.co.uk. There is a link to all the social media, and you can email me questions. I've got about 7 questions tonight. And there's some really, really weird ones. I've got 2 that I want to aim at Andy GSA Tractor. I shall do them a little bit later because someone has asked me a BMW question. So Andy being the BMW rider, I will ask Andy and see what he says about that. But if anybody wants to pop on the stream tonight, you're very welcome to do so. Let's just copy that. Let's just post that up. Normally Andy will be on camera in a little while, so hopefully it'll be all right. Let me just see if that posts up. There we go. So that's the console down there, or it's over in the side chat if you happen to be watching on YouTube. Grab yourself a camera and jump on. You're very welcome to do so. Oh, here we go. So Mika's just said, I've only got 2K for the bike and insurance. That's to be cheap, unfortunately. Thanks, everyone. I'll have a little look now. Have a look around. There's Facebook Marketplace, eBay. But take a biker with you that knows about bikes because they'll give it a thorough look at. If in doubt, as I say, there's loads of 125s out. If in doubt, walk away. Don't be tempted by the first bike you see. Have a look around a few. Say to them, I'll think about it. I'll come back to you. I'll let you know tomorrow. Have a chat with a few people, but don't just jump on the first bike you see. Some of them, you want to know the history, the service mileage, when it was recently serviced. Look at the age of the rider. If they're a 17, 18-year-old, you know it's going to be ragged within an inch of its life because most youngsters do want to go fast. Don't go too fast on a scooter unless it's like a Bergman or a Forza. Not as stable as a bike. Exactly that. So, yeah, just watch yourself on a scooter. As I always say, 55 to 60. It gets a bit tetchy, but 50 mile an hour, you're good at 50. Andy's just BMW suck. Oh yeah. GB's just said, have you frozen or is it my internet? I don't think it's me, mate. I don't think it's me. I should all be pretty darn good here. Andy's just said, GB, it's you. Mika said, my dad knows a little bit and I know a little, and yeah, I'm in no rush. Good for you. Yeah, just take your time. As Shell's just said, yeah, it's going to be ragged or modded absolutely out the door. Right, couple of things. Let's get on to the questions that I've asked. And I don't know what it is. Obviously, the small channels. There's a lot of small channels out there, like me, Climb to Go, Todge29, Howie 702, Andy GSA Tractor, GB Patriot, NT Belly as well. Matt's here. Evening, Matt. Loads and loads of small channels, and we all discuss certain things. And then I tend to click on to, and I haven't got the wonky eye tonight, but I'm going to talk about the parish news. A certain motor vlogger talks about the parish news, and he happens to read out the MCN. We were talking a couple of weeks ago about bike courses. What courses are out there should you want to do an extra little bit of riding? There is nothing better than going out doing a group ride. We do group rides with Rev on a Sunday. It tends to be about 5 or 6 of us. We don't do a very big group ride. One thing, Andy does not like group rides. I'm all right with a group ride, but I prefer to ride on my own or ride with at least a couple of friends. My partner in crime is normally Jay Dutch, which is Jay the Biker on TikTok. Or I'll ride out with Andy or sometimes Simon or Vincent and Stuart. But ours is a very small group. But we were all talking about these courses where you can go out and do a little bit of extra riding. Pack riding with your mates is great, but you've got Bike Safe, you've got Biker Down, you've got the ROSPA team, you've got the IAM team. You can go out and do loads and loads of training. And it does work out that it will improve your riding because you'll pick up loads and loads of little bits and pieces. Howie's just said, I'm a tiny channel. Yeah, go and follow this guy down here, Howie 702. He's normally on a Sunday night when Todge and Climb to Go are up. Speak up the parrots and knob. GB just said, I've got some mirrors to the MLML. 22 quid. Oh, Piaggio wanted 60. Robin gets. Well done, mate. Howie's just said, Road Smart is a good one. Yeah, so there we go. There's another good course. And a UK Biker's here. Good evening, buddy. Good to see you. Great to see you, mate. Right, so the Bike Safe. Let me just see if I can share this up. So obviously we were chatting about it a couple of weeks ago, and lo and behold, MCN go and talk about it 2 weeks later. So let's just share that up. Let's just go add that up there and bang up the full screen. So Bike Safe celebrates 25 years and encourages more police forces to embrace the scheme in the future. Oh, doesn't he look a handsome chap sat on the bike? National Police Chiefs Council leads for motorcycles and Bike Safe said he'd like to see more forces across the UK embracing the rider safety course in a bid to reduce casualty figures and help keep bikers safe. And that is it. So Simon Blatchley, blah, blah, blah. It's very much about skills and education. It's giving people that are coming back to biking or people that are skilled bikers a sort of reminder and a skills update. Safe braking, safe cornering, right road position. And they were at the MCM bike show as well. So Bike Safe were there. We get people come back every year. I do it a couple of times a year. It's basically about 80, 90 quid it costs you to go and do a Bike Safe course. But if you was at Motorcycle Live, you could have won a free course. And I'm quite happy to pay for it. And although I've got 40 years under my belt, you can never get enough training on it. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that one. That's all done. Right. So Bike Safe course is very, very good for you. There we go. Andy's just said drivers will still try and kill you no matter how much training you have. I proved the point on Tuesday. There are some absolute dimwits out there that have obviously got driving licenses out of cereal packets. And I say it every time I go out. Another one got his driving licence out of a cereal packet. You see it all the time. Standards of driving have gone through the floor. I think they should, everybody that does a bike test, because bikers, obviously, we have to do mod ones. Well, now you do. It's mod 1, mod 2, and then you've got all your different courses all the year. A car driver can jump in a car, go and ride a car. 20 years later, you still don't need to do any training. I think we should get car drivers every 5 years to do a refresher course. Bit of money in the pocket for the driving instructors, and that'll make a load of money to keep the driving instructors in business. So good. Evening all, says Slow. Evening Stu, good to see you, mate. Leanne, up here it's called Rider Enhancement. Great course. If it was chucking, yeah, it was absolute chuck. Yeah, it does normally when you go decide to go out. It's normally chucking it down. My cat also says hello, says UK. Good to see you, mate. Jules, how's the new premises search going? It ain't safe if you're really. Yes, we've still got the leaky roof, and as you can imagine, it was hammering it down today. So I ended up getting waterboarded while I'm trying to work on bikes. But we are still looking around for premises in Milton Keynes. We're looking at shifting the building. So, yes, it's you might as well just stick a colander up there and just stick me underneath it. That's how bad the roof is at the moment. Andy's just said, anyone want a free parrot? Oh, God help us. No, thank you. You can keep that. Or bring it with you Sunday. We'll just annoy the kids in the hospital. That'd be the easiest way. Right. Yes. Quick swig of the Merlot there. Right, let's shift on. As I say, great for deaf people. Another couple of quick ones. So, obviously, if you don't know, we're doing the DMR run down to Watford Hospital on Sunday. We're also gearing up for Chilly Willy. No, it's not a sexual term, believe it or not. Chilly Willy is the ride in Northampton. It's going to be January the 11th on a Sunday. And we are going to be heading down. And look who's here. He's over there. That's our Andy. So,
warning you now, this thing's noisy as.
That's all right. I haven't put the disclaimer up, Andy. Hang on a minute. Let me. I'm going to have to whack this up. So obviously, I've kept quite nice tonight. So right, here we go. So just to remind everybody, we're live on YouTube. It is over 18s. It's not for children. Adult jokes, C-bombs, F-bombs may occur, and we may occasionally discuss subjects that are not of your liking. So if you're Karen,
There'll be a lot of F-bombs coming out of this parrot.
A quick one, Andy. So someone sent me a message. He said, guy builds a snowman. 8 o'clock it started snowing in the morning. He builds the snowman at 8:15. Neighbour, the lesbian across the street complained and said, you haven't built a snow woman. That's sexist. So he built a snow woman. Then the feminist complained that the snow woman's boobs were too big and that the broomstick she had denoted equality to women. So you got to take the broomstick away. All right. Then the vegans across the road complained about the carrot on his nose. You can't use that because it's vegetable. All right. The gay couple across the street from them then complained that it was a snowman, snow woman. It should be a same sex couple. Then the lesbians complained about it. And then the foreigner from across the road down the corner complained that the snow woman needed to be covered up with only her eyes showing. So at the end of it, the council turned up, the police turned up, the racial equalities turned up, and it was all down to the fact that it was all caused by snowflakes. Which was quite a good one for me. Disclaimer for the parrot. Oh, here we go. Howie's just said, parrot instead of turkey for this Christmas, just a serving suggestion.
I thought it'd feed anyone, I would.
Got good news, bad news. I'm getting a better job, giving a bit more freedom. At least I finally. Oh, good for you, mate. Really good for you. Well done. The disclaimer is for the parrot. It hasn't swore yet, and it's not for kids as well. Yes, so definitely not. Right. I'm going to ask Andy a question about this. So let me just share this one up. I don't like this at all. I think this is a stupid idea. Let's bring this up and let's go up to the scene and bring this up full screen for a second. So this is.
Tell you what, right? The first time someone catches their neck in that and it breaks, they're going to be well pissed.
Yeah. So this new roof Jagger helmet concept removes the need for a chin strap thanks to its clever rear opening.
It's just a gimmick, innit?
Yeah. Question 1. You have an accident and the battery breaks. How are you getting that helmet open? Also, if you do
there'll be a manual release, I would have thought, but it's
Also, if you happen to, because they reckon it seals your head in without the need for a chin strap. So what happens if you go down the road and all of a sudden your helmet comes off?
It Yeah, left apart quite stringent safety standards. I would have thought to be in sale in this country,
Hmm.
but it's
And
just a
also,
commitment. I
um,
have enough to charge up when I'm out and about, let alone
yeah,
remembering to plug the
right.
frigging helmet in.
So it's all right for us guys with short hair.
And I bet it weighs a ton.
Yeah, and what happens also if you happen to have a ponytail and catch your hair in the back of that helmet?
Or if you're female and have normal length hair.
Yeah, that is going to rip the back of your hair out. They claim better soundproofing, better than earplugs. Say that in the event of an accident, the emergency services can release the two lateral screws. So you've got to unscrew it to get the helmet off.
That's nice.
That's what it says. You've got to release the two big lateral screws at the end.
Put a Klim badge on it, I'll buy it.
Yeah. Other features include a pin lock. Wow. And it's got a photochromic visor, self-tinting. Well,
One of them.
Klim came out with that years ago. And I hate to think what they haven't actually put a price on it, but someone said they reckon it's going to be around about 400 quid.
Well, that new Cardo helmet, I reckon, has got a £900 price tag on it.
Yeah. That is definitely not for me. That is definitely not something that I would be buying. Nah, not for me.
You know, we're not
So
on
much
screen,
so. I did look at your because obviously you had an LS2, Andy. I
Still
was
got
actually,
it here, yeah. Still
yeah,
boxed up.
yeah. I was actually looking at the LS2, and then obviously I went on the Triumph stand on MCL.
You know,
when
the
we-
picture's not on screen, right? All I've got on EView Mux is a picture of your motorbike
uh,
logo thingy.
you shouldn't have. Let
What
me
are you
see.
looking at, Phil?
We're both up. No, we're both up. Oh, hang on. Let me. Oh, now I see it. Right. Let me get rid of that. How's that?
There you go.
Right. Yes. So my net's trying to catch up with me. So down at MCL on Triumph stand, they were showing me the Tour 5, the Tour X5, and I'm like, I like that.
I got
Um,
a grief with that helmet. It's no. I tried that on, and then I tried the X1 Alpha. The X1 Alpha's quieter and lighter,
mm,
and for the money, I've got photogrammatic lens that's full HD with zero light refraction. It's infrared that don't let heat in. The Arai for the money, what, 600 quid, 700 quid
yes.
helmet? It hasn't
It's
even got. It's got no internal visor, nothing.
no,
I mean,
it's not got an
I've got
internal
two
sun
visors,
shield.
mine and everything.
Yeah. The only thing it will come with, you can't get the photochromatic at the moment, but you can get the tinted visor.
Well, that's no good, is it? Because you've got to take two visors out then. Because if you're out at night, you've got to.
If you're riding at night, yeah, that is the one thing I do like. But
Oh,
it is.
I just think
I
it's
tried
a
it.
lot of
I
money.
think it's
They should
comfortable.
supply stuff with it. They should supply either the tinted visor with it for free, because I get the photogrammatic and I get a standard clear visor. I get the pin lock. I get all the other features, and
Mm,
it's similar money, and I've just got a bugbear about helmets that don't come with either photogrammatic visors or an internal
mm.
sun visor. But there you go.
If you come off, you've probably taken a little decapitation level. Yeah. Alice just said it looks crap. GB's just said, don't mention helmets to me. It took me half an hour to figure out how to get my visor off, put the pin lock on, then realised halfway down the road I put it on upside. Oh, Jesus. Well, then they do away with the extra bit and put a fan in the chin. Yeah, good idea. New kind of helmet here. No thanks, says Lily. There we go. If they put a fan in the chin, they can use a small fan running 2.5 pump air in from the front, increase the airflow. No one's thought of that yet in the summer, have they? Obviously,
I just think that's going to be a heavy helmet.
yeah.
For the electronics and the motors are in there and the battery and everything else, it's going to be a heavy helmet. And the weight's going to be at the back.
Exactly. So, yeah, if you're doing, it's all right, I suppose, if you're doing 20 minutes down the road just for the sake of faffing
It seems
around.
very gimmicky.
Yeah, gimmicky. But if you're doing something like a 10-hour ride, a 10-hour tour or whatever, which most people do, 5 to 8 hours, 10 at the max, touring around, cracking the miles in, you want the lightest helmet possible and the safest helmet possible. So obviously Klim have got it. LS2 have got it with a carbon because my carbon is as light as a feather. But the Arai, I did try the Arai. I did like that Arai helmet.
nice fitting helmets. They're nice helmets. I just think for the money, they should give you a bit more.
I still think it should have an internal sun visor because I do like getting my sun visor down and just riding so I've got a bit of wind in my face.
I don't miss mine at all now because when it is hot and my visor's down, it's cooler than if it is having hot air blowing in my face.
Yeah, yeah.
You see it a lot of my tour videos. I've got my visor down and just cracked a very little bit
Yeah,
because it's cooler.
yeah.
It's really silly thinking it, but that visor lets zero heat in.
Oh, here we go. I had the old roof pilot type helmet. It was not quite a little wind. I tell you what, I had. Oh God, what was it? I can't think of the name of the company. Do you remember the old Simpsons? It literally the Simpson motocross helmets that look like just come out of Star Wars. I had one of those, but I had a pure black one, but it wasn't a Simpson. It was a really weird brand, and that was probably the best crash helmet I had. It was such an aggressive looking helmet. But they don't make them anymore. The company went bust, and you can't get them for love or money. I can't think what the bloody name of it was though. Hold on, let me have a quick look. Simpson crash helmet company. Simpson. They don't do. Yeah. Can't remember. Know what the. Oh, there we go. It was the Bandit. Do you remember the old Simpson Bandit helmets? It was. Oh God! Oh, Simpson still make them actually. It's the same one that the Stig's got. So let's just. Yeah, I had one of these when I first had my ZX7R. That's it there. Let's share that up. Let's go into there. Pop that up on the scene. Add to the scene. There we go. So yeah, so I had one of these. That's your Simpson.
Are they still illegal in this country?
They are still illegal.
Yeah, they're not road legal, are they? They're not kite marks.
Yeah. But I had one of them that was made by a French company, and they no longer make them. Simpson do them. But it was a really nice one that I had. Literally, mine was black carbon. And I went and that was the first one that I had when I had my Honda CBR. I went and chucked it down the road. So, yeah, killed that one clean off. Right, let me get rid of that. There we go. Let's come back to that. Yeah, but 525 quid for a crash helmet. And then people go, oh, that's absolutely nuts. Yeah. But it was definitely a good helmet.
My Patriot is about 780 odd quid, I think.
Scottish Biker Board just said internal sun visor is definitely a need. Yeah. EUK should have been looking at removing chin on my LS2 and still mounting a fan like a racing drone, but run it at 10% power. Good idea. Roof helmet would have to be tight, stay on your head without a straight. Be very claustrophobic. Yeah, very back heavy. Definitely very back heavy. Yeah. So yeah, it was a bit. You know, some of the stuff that they're bringing out is there's some great concept ideas, but you need to bring it to fruition and get it sorted out because it's just not going to work otherwise. There's a load of stuff coming out, and nah, not for me. They've just brought out this new one now. They brought out these new gloves, Andy, and all the back of the fingers have all got Kevlar, little short Kevlar inserts to protect the back of your hand. All right, so we've got these new gloves. The whole back of your hand is protected by Kevlar. Great idea, folks. But that's not the part of your hand that is going when you drop the bike because your hands are going out in front of you. You need palm protection. Great having the back. Yeah. What's the point in protecting your knuckles when your palms are going to be hitting the road first? And do people not think of this idea? And it's like, God's sake, stick some Kevlar pads in the middle of your wrists or something. And another one, someone said to me the other day, he said, oh, great the idea of having heated grips on bikes or heated gloves. But when you're riding along, you've got your hands on the heated grips. Great, it's warming your palms up. What about the backs of your hands where the wind's blowing over it? It's the back of your hand that gets colder than the inside of your palm.
Well, you need hand guards.
Yeah.
Flex the wind.
Yeah. or if you haven't got handguards, if you're riding just a standard street bike, what's protecting the back of your hand? So heated gloves. You know, should I get Oxford heated grips when I'm riding a naked bike? No. Go out and buy some heated gloves, because heated grips are going to only warm your palms. It's not going to warm the backs of your hands.
Or just take the car.
Or take the car. And then the other thing, people go, oh yeah, but should I just buy like the latest textile clothes?
Wife beater. Wife
Oh.
beater.
Should I buy like heavy, thick jackets if I'm riding in the winter? No, get yourself a heated gilet, because it's the core you need to keep warm. Your extremities will get supplied by your centre core. If your centre core's cold, it's going to be pumping cold blood to your extremities. So keep your core warm. Get yourself a heated gilet. Andy's got one of those. Very, very good.
You wear it off the bike as well.
Jim Moore's just said, does anybody know what happened to Sinis motorcycles? Brighton, they've gone bust. Sinis have gone completely down the pan. So the bikes that are made in China for Sinis went completely down the pan. Lex Moto went and bought the rights to the Sinis Terrain and called it the RX1. So Lex Moto owned the Sinis Terrain. I think it was CF Moto that bought another couple of copies of it, and I think QJ have got a version of the Sinis. But the Sinis brand is now dead in the water. There is no more Sinis. The actual bikes manufactured that were for Sinis have been rebranded and given to other units. So there's one as a QJ. You've got Lex Moto RX1. You've got CF Moto. There's loads out there. So yeah. Scottish biker board, smart helmets. That's another one, Andy. The smart helmets that put your sat nav up in a little window, literally like you're flying an Apache, one of these Apache helicopter planes, and you've got your sat nav.
I just think that'd put me off, but each to their own.
It's another gimmick, isn't it? You can get the visors with the heads up. Yeah, GB just said you get the visors now. They've got heads up display. It's another gimmick. It's in your face. You want to be concentrating on what you're doing. You don't need all these bloody gimmicks going on. EUK just said, so what bevies are you both on? I've got a 2 litre. I've got a nice big goblet, and it's a metal one as well. My brass goblet, and that has got a nice Italian Merlot, well, French Merlot, not in Italian. It's got French Merlot in it. So yeah, that does me.
I've got a can of wife beater.
Jim Moore, I think they went bust earlier. Can't remember. Yeah, Bristol Motorcycle Group. Yeah. Shells just said layers are better in the winter. Minus form was toasty, heated gillet and gloves. Yeah. So yeah. As Andy says, you know, if you want to keep a woman happy in the winter, layer.
And a heated seat to warm your lunch.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to mention that. I was waiting for you to do it for me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Normally, I've got Joe and I've got Todge. I know Todge is out tonight.
He's always out on the piss.
He's always, yeah. I was like, I daren't hum the tune because it'll probably get bloody monetised, wouldn't it?
Joe's really old, so he's probably having a rest, bless him.
Yeah, bless him.
Probably had a day out of the supermarket poking his stick at old dears.
Let's have a quick. Let's tell you what. While we're doing this for the final 20 minutes or so, Andy. Howie's just said, "Dear Santa, I want a wiper blade from my visor and a polite vest."
We'll organise them for you, Howie. They're in the post.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was a quick one. I'm organising Christmas presents for everybody at the moment. You'll get yours probably Sunday, Andy. Have a look at some of these, though. Look at that. I've managed to get his logo onto a coaster. So I've done Todgy's so far, and we managed to do Steve's as well. So I've got Dorset Rider done as well. So yeah, you'll probably have yours for Sunday, early Christmas present, Andy.
Out, actually.
And of course, I've got your favourite sticker to put on your bike.
I'm going to put that on Crouch's Harley.
I'll tell you what, I'll bring some of these down. You can stick that on the back of Crouch's Harley.
He'd like that.
I'm showing all these off on Sunday. I've got Todgy's stickers from the group as well. Bald Lives Matter. So, yeah, I've been having a little bit of fun with the stickers this week. Right, let's go into some of the questions. Right. I've just got to open up my emails now, so let me just jump in. Come on, Gmail, open up. Right, let's start with the big boy stuff first, and then we'll move to the little 125 stuff. You are now live on YouTube. Yes, I know I'm live on YouTube. Right. Oh God, I should have got Crouchy in on this one. Just seen a guy demonstrating the Neo 2 on YouTube. Tom's TC. I know who Tom's TC is. Is the Neo 2 any good, or have you tested one yet? No, I haven't.
The Neo, what? He's on about the Neo Tech 2 helmet.
He's on about the drone,
little
follow
drone.
me drone. Yeah, it's a
Basically,
gimmick. It's a gimmick.
It's good for what it is, but
Yeah.
I've got the Mini Pro 4, and it does the same thing, and it does a lot more. But it all depends what you want to spend and what you want it for.
Yeah.
Mine will go 15 miles if I want it to.
So sitting over just on the other side, I've got one of these. That's the Mavic 3. So I don't do a lot of drone work anymore, but it's good to stick it up. It will still do the same job. Obviously, it doesn't do like the follow me or do the 360s around you. But it all depends what you want to do. You can obviously get someone else to follow you down the road with it. But it all depends what you want to do. The Neo, yeah, it's good if you want to get some shots of you out in the wilderness or riding. But 9 times out of 10, if you've got 3 or 4 cameras or you've got a 360 camera, it all depends what you want to do, where you want your content to go, and what you want to focus your content on. So, horses for
I like
courses.
mine because I can just send it 2 miles down the road and have it spotlight me riding towards it.
Exactly. So you just sit your
And I
drone
know
down.
it will fly for 35, 40 minutes. So
Yeah. Them Neos, I think it's about 8-9 minutes.
yeah, but the Neos are cheap enough.
Yeah.
They're ideal for what people want. But like I said, I have no use for that as well as the drone I've got, because the drone I've got does that and a lot more. So for me,
And if you do watch Tom's video, I know Tom quite well. It picks up big objects, but it will not pick up twigs because he's flying up to the barn, and then all of a sudden,
when all the trees have got leaves and everything on, they're fine.
Yeah.
But it will not see anything quite thin because it's done on cameras, and if the camera don't see it in time, it will hit it. But,
Howie's just said, yeah, Tom's a top bloke and he does great reviews. Yeah, it's top. Hopefully, try and get a ride in with him next year. Lily's just said, "Dear Santa, can I have a full heated bodysuit? I've been awfully good." I'll tell you what, Lils, when me and Andy come down to Devon, we'll just give you a good rub down. That'll warm you up.
You leave me out of your sordid mess.
Howie's just said 200 for a small drone with all that tech is a no-brainer. Exactly. And
I mean, mine was £1,000. That's the difference.
Them Neos are going
200 quid for that.
It's you can get second-hand ones on eBay that have been sort of pre-used, 99 quid. You know, what's 99 quid these days? It's a cup of coffee in Costa, isn't it? After you've had a bait and roll or whatever.
I ain't going to your Costas.
It's not that much money. That's what I'm saying. It's not that much money. 99 quid now is a pittance, really.
It's a lot of fun for a couple of £100, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Lily's just said, "Am I being groomed?"
The question is, Lily, do you want to be groomed?
The only grooming I did recently was down at the local horse stud with the horses. Right, let's move on to the next question. Right, let's start with the big boy stuff. Right, where were we? Delete that question. Neo, we've done the Neo. Cyber Monday, no, don't want that. Right. Looking at a big bike, obviously got £8,000 or £9,000 to spend. Just moved up from a Z650 Kawasaki. Good bike. Looking to go adventure biking. Would you suggest I go with a Triumph, a BMW, or a KTM? Andy.
But adventure biking, are you going off road with it, or would you just like the start
He
of
just
adventure
says
biking?
he just wants to do adventure biking.
Because if you want to go off road, don't get a dirty grade GS or a 1200 Tiger because you'll
Mm,
never pick the bloody thing up. Go for something smaller. I mean, I
mm.
like the look of that new. Is it the 450 BMW coming out? That's a
450
decent price as
BMW,
well.
yeah.
For
It's
me,
good
if I was
if
going to go off road and do a
yeah,
mixture, yeah,
if
that'd be
you're
where my money's going.
if you're adventure biking, it all
You've got
depends.
lots to choose from. You've got
You've
the
got
Tigers. You've got the 800 Tigers,
you've got a Tenere, you've got the BMW GS, you've got the
the
Tiger
Suzuki V-Strom.
V-Stroms, the
You've got the
XL
Versus, the
Paraderos.
Kawasaki Versus.
Yeah, there is absolutely loads of big bikes up there. So don't. What I always say to people when they come, oh, well, I'm interested in a 125. Have you sat on it? No. Sit on a bike and try. I've always wanted an Africa Twin. I absolutely died to get an Africa Twin, and I went to the local Honda dealer in Milton Keynes because I know Sue and the team from Grafton Honda. Threw my leg over the Africa Twin, and they didn't have the low seat version. I could not hold that bike up, nearly ended up dropping it in the showroom. It's just the fact that I got four people round me holding the bike for me. Wasn't the bike for me. Tiger came, my Explorer came in, and I chucked my leg over that. Now, I've sat on Andy's GS a couple of times. If he was to sell me that bike, if he turned around to me tomorrow and said, I'm selling that bike for 15 grand, you can have it tomorrow, I would sell my bumhole to get hold of that bike because the BMW GS is such a lovely bike to ride. I've ridden a couple, but I do enjoy my Explorer. I love my bike. Do I like all the previous bikes I've had? I enjoyed my GTR, but it was very limited in what it does. My Explorer, I can send it off road. I can ride on road. I can do everything that I wanted to do. It's good for touring. It's an all round machine.
I just
But
know that things like the Explorer and the GS are way
mm,
better bikes than I can ride.
yeah. Um,
They're more
KTM,
capable than I am. So
yeah, KTM. Yeah, again, KTM is another great bike, but you've got to look at what you want. If you're going to do just purely off road, go and buy a CRF 450 Honda. It's probably the best bike out there. Right, so that's that one.
there's
Um,
plenty to look at.
yeah, experience with Kawasaki versus more road focus and go off road, but it's not great. Yeah, sit on, as Julian says. Yeah, told the sit on it and try it. Yeah, that's what we say to everybody. Oh, here we go. It's Joe just tuned in. Should have worn the other mask. I have the other mask there. I will wear that next week. 9K BMW might cover deposit, I guess. Yeah, about 9,000. You're looking. You can get yourself a Triumph. I paid 6.2 for mine, and that's on a 2015 plate. So there's plenty there in the 8-9 grand market. Oh, here we go. EUK best bike. KLR 650. Yeah. KTM 450. Yamaha Tracer. Yeah, they're all good bikes.
Who are you kidding? Go out and buy yourself a nice 1250
Oh,
GS.
here we go. If you want an Africa Twin, you could get one for £7.50 on Richie Vida's channel. Go spend £7.50. You might win Richie Vida's bike that's part used. Yeah.
That's what I'd sell it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, if I did win that Africa Twin, I would sell it, and that's the same as bike thing. They're doing the that GS 1300.
That's already been won. Someone took the cash alternative, so someone took 22 grand, but they did donate about 1,500 quid of that to Blood Bikers to make the
That's good.
actual donation to Blood Bikers £20,000.
That's
That
nice.
particular bike now that cost 22 grand, but they've spent 8 or 9 grand on it. It's a £32,000 worth of bike. Is now up for auction.
Ooh,
Anything they get over £22,000 for that bike is going to Blood Bikers as well.
that's good.
I was really tempted. The thought crossed my mind. Should I put a bid in? but I wouldn't use the bike, so I thought no, better not. But yeah, I think the starting price is 22 grand. So if you are interested in that bike, you might save a few grand. But yeah, they're auctioning it off.
And we say, just go and look at TMF's reviews. He knows his stuff. Hello, kids. We're riding a Triumph Explorer. Are you really? Yes, but you don't know bugger all about it. Also about as good as his AJS Desert Scrambler video that he did. Oh, it only does 55. No, it doesn't. You're climbing a bloody hill in fifth gear, mate.
Or if you really want, he can show you how to spend a stupid amount of money on customizing an Enfield that will never be worth anything near what he paid for it.
Yeah. These big channels now are starting to they don't hack me off. You sort of look at them and you think, you absolute pleb, why are you doing it?
They're all doing the same thing, which makes me
Yeah.
laugh because
Yeah.
I went up to a bike thing 2 years ago and had all the modifications done, and then when they go up there and they have theirs done, and you just think that it's like, oh, we're the only ones that have ever been here and had it done. I'm just
Yeah.
like, get a life.
Hmm.
And then
Guster
they
just
sit on
said,
there and they go, well, they don't even know what they've had done to their bike.
exactly. What do you think of Norton adventure bikes? Norton,
Want to remortgage?
they're getting there, but they're not there yet. They're getting there, yeah. But nah, I'd give it a couple of years. Norton were good for the old-fashioned road bikes, and that's all Norton will ever be remembered for. Apart from their bloody expensive one that they had at the bike. I think it was up at Northampton at the bike shop up at Northampton. I can't think of the name of it now. £42,000, and I'm like, really? You're going to spend 42 grand on a Norton bike? Nah.
Yeah, park it outside Aldi and watch someone ride off on it.
Yeah. Buster just said they don't sell. Oh, they don't sell the KLR 650 in the UK. Is one for you though. If you happen to be a 1980s kid like I was, or Andy was born in your 70s boy, aren't you, Andy?
I was born in 73.
Yeah. So you'll remember the Kawasaki KX250. Everybody had a KX250 motocrosser. They're bringing it back. They're bringing back the KX250. That's going to be a great bit.
Loads of bikes. And look at Kawasaki now. How many times can they reinvent a retro bike and bring it back out?
Yeah. The thing is, they're bringing it back as a two-stroker. Two-stroke emission laws. That's not going to pass Euro 5.5, is it? But two-stroke does not come into the Euro laws. So it's only 4 strokes.
Well, I said they'll get around it.
They'll get around it, yeah. Want a bike that's good at doing CF Moto 450? Definitely. CF Moto are really racing through at the moment. They're really hammering it out. Watch the MCN review. I'll tell you what, I don't really look at a lot of MCN, but if you want to see good reviews, there's a couple of the big channels that do the reviews, and that's I think it's 44T Fandy.
They do.
Yeah, they do some really.
Exeter Rider that's got some good bikes on his reviews.
Yeah. Who's the other one that I follow? One of the big channels, Bike Thing. He obviously does stuff.
He does more modifications and
it's more the mod stuff, yeah.
But you've got Teapot One, Lamb Chops. And if you can turn the sound down and just watch the bike and lip read, then you can watch TMF, of course.
Well, him as well, yeah.
He does bike reviews, but seriously, find a bike you like, get your ass down to the dealership and take it out for a test ride. Job done.
The other one is obviously
because it doesn't matter who's reviewing the bike or anything else; it's completely irrelevant because it's their opinion.
Professional Monkey was the other one I was thinking of. He's one of the American guys. So Professional Monkey is like pretty darn good on what he does. Flat Cap Jerry just said, I bought a brand new Kawasaki 350 S2A in 1973. Oh, bloody hell.
I was just an itching a scrotum sack back then. So
yeah. Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. If you want to know about Royal Enfield, go and speak to Exeter Rider. Steve is very clued up on his Royal Enfield. So is Howie as well. Howie 702 is pretty clued up on stuff like that, the Royal Enfields. Right. Oh, here we go. EUK, avoid TMF reviews. He'll tell you a bike to buy a bike that runs for 5 minutes and call you his kid every 5 minutes.
Didn't Jimmy Savile used to say hello, kids?
I'm not going to go across that bridge.
It's just a thought, wasn't it? Hello, kids.
Have you guessed what it is?
Yeah, and you can definitely tell that TMF's wife looks the other way when he does it.
It's what was it? What was it? Eyes like a mortgage. One's variable, one's fixed. Oh, okay. I do love seeing some of these big channels, and you just look at them and think, you absolute knob. You can see they're being paid to read a script. What you get with me is like when me and
they've got to be fairly kind, otherwise these dealerships. They're not going to get on their bikes and then slate them completely, are they? Because the dealerships and then they're just going to go, no, we're not lending you any more bikes, so they won't do it.
Yeah, it's like there's like me out there, and I'm going, oh, don't like the seat on this Lex Moto. It's fucking uncomfortable or whatever. And Lex Moto love me doing an honest opinion because they go and change stuff for me. And then Andy's like doing his European tour, and he's like, fucking hell, look at the drop off that cliff. And the missus is on the back. No, I'm not looking. Yeah, we give honest. You'll always find that the smaller channels will give an honest opinion. The bigger channels, you can see that they're being palmed the money to give a good review. And that's not a review. If you're going to review a bike, you need an honest opinion. So, here we go. GP's just said, Timmy Mallet said hello, kids, a lot. I'll tell you what, I've got a story about Timmy Mallet. We were in a club called Carnaby's in Yeovil. I'm going back to sort of the early 90s now when Timmy Mallet was on tour. We did this big club in Yeovil, Carnaby's nightclub, and there was me, a guy called Nigel Royal, and a guy called Martin King. 3 DJs introducing it, all the girlies, in the bikinis and that. And we introduced Timmy Mallet on stage, and he told this DJ, he said, I want you to play this song, this song, this song. He got the order wrong, and he basically slagged the DJ, and the DJ walked out on stage, grabbed hold of Timmy Mallet, and went, he got a standing ovation for it. Yeah, Timmy Mallet's first time being smacked out on stage by a DJ. Good old Martin King. Best reviewer of bike, it's going to be your bike and you've got to live with it. So be choosing, look at everything before you buy it. Exactly that. So did Jimmy Savile, says Lils. Here we go. TMF playing nighttime role play, probably as a glue blue trackie. Jewelry. Here we go. EUK. I can't be paid to review stuff. If I don't like it, I say I don't. Yeah, exactly. I'm explaining how to fix it. But a lot of modern bikes are crap. Yes, modern bikes are crap. Cheap. Some of it is cheap Chinese junk. Well, go and look at Mr. Yamasaki. And it's not half. Someone said, "Oh, what is the?" That was another question that we had. What is a Yamasaki? Is it half Yamaha, half Kawasaki? No. Yamasaki is a cheap Chinese brand that is. It's right. I'm wondering what Andy's doing there. Yamasaki.
Right, my son's just come in.
All right.
Gob that could swallow a frigging cricket ball.
All right. Yamasaki, cheap Chinese brand, owned by the director, who is actually called Yamasaki, Mr. Yamasaki. So that is why they called it. So it's not half Yamaha, half Kawasaki. But they ran out of Milton Keynes. Yamasaki brand was doing really, really well. Chris, that he's one of the guys up at Triumph that serviced my bike, used to work for Cheap Bikes R Us, and he sold the Yamasaki brand very, very well. But he's obviously moved on to Group Triumph now. But Yamasaki, cheap Chinese bike, is it any good? Electrics are crap. The engine's crap. The wheels on it are crap. probably fall apart in 2 years. But for 1,500 quid, if it lasts you for the year or a couple of years, your first 50cc, you've saved your money. And it's a brand new bike, so it's got a warranty on it for a year. Yeah, go and get yourself a Yamasaki, or you could go and spend 1,750 quid, get yourself a Lex Moto, bit better quality. You can get yourself an AJS as well. There are loads of 50s out there. But look at what you're buying before you go and spend money on a 50. Guitarist in my old band owned a London taxi waiting for his wife outside. Called Timber Mallet came out, jumped in the back and decided to take the wee throw. I'd have dropped him off at the end of the channel, mate. Right, let's go on to another question. We've got 2 more to go, Andy. Right, here we go. Oh, right, okay. Looking to ride all year. Standard road bike. What is the best tyre that I can get for about 300 quid?
I'd go for a pair of Road 6s.
I was about to say exactly the same thing. Road 6.
Literally Road 6s.
Road
All
6.
year round. It don't
Yeah.
matter what the weather's doing. You won't, in my opinion, you won't get a better tyre in the wet.
Yeah. And I'm
And
going
then
to
it's just
absolutely
as good in
agree.
the dry.
I've had Michelin pilots. I've had Road 4s, 5s. Obviously, I went across because I do adventure biking. I use Dunlop Trail Max, which are massive, great big 50/50 knobblies. Are they good in the dry day? Yes. Are they good on a wet day? Absolutely not. My rear tyre is as sketchy as hell in the wet. Ice, rain, bit of wet road, and my back tyre skates around like a proverbial. But if you're used to motocross, you're used to the back end skating around. But if you're doing road work, you've got Michelin Road 6, you've got your Bridgestones, go something like a BT30 or an S30. You've got your Pirellis, you can go with something like a Corsa. If you've got a sports bike, Corsa Diablos. There are loads of brands out there, but for all-round pure performance, the tyre that is really stomping this year is the Michelin Road 6. You can't get a better tyre than a Road 6. And
Never let me
everybody's
down.
saying,
And I've done 3 sets this year.
no. So, yeah, good tyre. Absolutely good tyre. And the final one, let me just step back to my emails because I'm just reading. Too good to go. Oh, hang on. Host seasons, too good to go. TikTok shop, no. Spada clothing, don't want that. I've had loads of new emails coming, and the police have messaged me my traffic report back as well. That is good. Right, final one: oil on servicing. Right, Jerry's just said I'm a Road 6 fanboy. Yeah, exactly. Roads. Yeah, you're not going to get better than a Road 6. Absolutely brilliant. GB just said, and Yamamoto, the love of it may. Cheers, GB. Right, oil. Absolutely right. Oil on a bike, as long as it is. It all depends on what bike you're running. So standard 125, 250, 300, 400 is going to be a 1040 motor oil. Depending on your bike, you can go with any motor oil, but if you want to save the life of your engine, go for the best that you can buy. So
Go for what the manufacturer recommends.
yeah, Motul 51 is a good semi-synth. That is great, but the stuff's about 18 quid a litre. You can step up. Motul, I think it's 7100 is your next one up, which is your red oil. Fully synth, that's going to cost you about 25, 30 quid a litre. So, what are you running in yours, Andy?
I use the BMW 530.
You've got, yeah, so some bikes.
I use the stuff from BMW.
Yeah, so if you happen to have a BMW, you've got 1040
specific oil.
you've got 530. If you happen to have a Harley, it's 2050. They run a lot heavier oil. Some of the bikes will run a 030. If you're going on to your latest BMWs, like your S1000s, your M1000s, they're going to be something like a 030. So you're going to be doing Motul, the BMW regulated oil. I went to Triumph, when my bike went to Triumph, and Chris said to me, do you want Motul in it? And I went, put in what the book recommends. I've actually got Castrol P1 in my bike at the moment, and Castrol P1 is hellishly pricey. I didn't realise how much a litre of Castrol P1 is. It's absolutely bloody horrendous. So let's just bring, if I go to, there we go. So you're looking at, let me get rid of these poxy cookies. Right, let's just share this up. So Castrol P1 is what they normally say that you should be putting in your Triumph. Let's share that up on the screen. Hit the button there and bring that up. So that is your standard Castrol P1. Now that is 4 litres. If you happen to have a Triumph, it has 5 litres in the bike. So 10W40 Castrol P1, which is the ultimate, you're looking around about 50 quid in oil.
It's about, I think it's about 90 quid for the oil in my bike.
Yeah. So that is absolutely full on nuts at the moment. If you want to go banging oil in your bike, go for the best. Chuck me back over there. Oh, it's all right. I clicked the wrong box there. Yeah, but yeah, £8.20 a litre isn't bad at all. Yeah, but definitely put the best oil in. Oh, here we are. Bridgestone T32s. Yeah, they're good bike.
Tyres, people get used and get confidence in their own brand and their own tyre they like. But,
yeah.
You know.
Definitely. Right, I'm going back over that side. There we go. So definitely, Chris used to de-restrict the ECUs on the Yamasakis. He did as well. Fully synth, definitely fully synth all the time. An 820 a litre is not bad for your oil. So yeah, that's all the questions answered for tonight. Don't forget, if you are about on Sunday, we have the DMR run. If it's raining, tough. We are still
going to be absolutely chucking one.
Yeah. If it's raining, it's raining. At the end of the day, it's for the kids. And if we get wet for a couple of hours, then we get wet for a couple of hours. There's poor little kiddies that are stuck in hospital over Christmas. Some of them are, just ill. Some are terminally ill. Some won't make it through Christmas. So if we can put a little smile on a face, especially with me and Andy. Hello, kids. What a sweetie. We should be we should be
Jimmy Savile with us.
Yeah, we've got Crouchy, haven't we? So we'll be all right. He'll no doubt be there. But yeah, DMR run. They're meeting at, is it the Hot Tap at 12
It's
o'clock?
on the market. It's the Market Square in Hemel.
Yeah, Market Square in Hemel. I'm going to bring loads of merch down. I'm going to bring a load of chocolate down with me as well. So it's a good run. You get to catch up with Andy. And all the other guys and DMRs. Shelley might be there as well with a bit of luck. Might catch up with Shelley. I had a ZXF in the other day, a little 125 for a service. I'm like, I recognise that bike. Oh yeah, I bought it off a builder. Yeah, so yeah, bike turned up again at the garage. So, and it passed the MOT. Happy days there. Jerry's just said, I run Castrol full synthetic in all my Triumphs. Good stuff. That Castrol oil is brilliant, I tell you. Really, really good stuff. Right, we're going to wind up. It is 9:10. I'm going to take my masks and put them on the shelf behind me. Deadpool's appeared tonight. Different mask next week, Andy. If you haven't seen it already.
Okay. Is there something you and your missus want to come out about, is there?
No, it's just Timu's great for, but I'm into wearing a little mask every time I start the show now. So we're going to do something different every day, so that'd be quite good. You can imagine pulling into the petrol. I might wear that when I go out on the bike.
Take your hood off and just be wearing that.
Yeah. Can you take your helmet off, please? Yeah. That'd freak the life out of them. Absolutely.
They wouldn't ask a Muslim woman wearing a burqa to take her burqa off so they could see their face, would they?
Yeah. But it's just, yeah. And as Lily says, bring your grooming brushes. Right, EUK has just said, see those runs, make me wish I was near Milton. We'll come up your way. We're coming up the north later on in the year, so we've got a couple of runs coming in. Right, let's have a quick mention to everybody that's in the stream tonight. So, Gus, thank you for coming in, May, Andy, Lily, Crazy Dad Biker, Howie702, Mika on roller, obviously helped her out with the bike, that's good. Strange Fruit Biker, and obviously Leanne as well was here. GB Patriots, MT Belly, Slow Rider. Who else did we have in? EUK Biker. I said Howie. It's like Bruce Forsyth's conveyor belt now. Jim
Lily,
Moore.
Black Cap Racer, Jerry's been in.
Yeah,
Howie.
Jerry's been in. Howie, Slow Rider, Ultima, BMW, Ultima GW. Cheers, mate. Right. No TMF
Rider.
came. Yeah, we didn't have TMF in tonight. All right, that's a shame. Mrs. GSA as well. So, if you're about Sunday, me and Andy down at the Hop Tap in Hemel Market Square, and then we're going on to the Cuddly Toys, says Harry. With plenty of them on Sunday, mate, and selection boxes. If you are coming down for that, then bring some stuff with you. Cuddly Toys, sweets must be in sealed bags or sealed containers because they won't take anything that is open. But we'll have a good little ride. We'll get some video. If we get wet, we get wet. But it's all going to be for a good cause. Until then,
the kiddies ain't getting it.
Yeah. From Andy, Shell, myself, Rev, all the crew on the side chat over there. We'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget, if you're out for the weekend, enjoy. Have a good one. But from everybody, be well, ride safe. We'll see you next week. Till then, adios and goodbye from Rev and Andy.
Night.